Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cincinnati Reds and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Cincinnati attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Clay Buchholz will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, it's been a rough go for this guy, Matt, in his last 3 starts. Last 3 starts, he's taken the loss in all 3. So he'd like to turn that fortune around in this one today. And the best way to start that, throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway. First delivery to him on the way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
Talk about being caught off guard. You won't see that but once a year. First pitch of the game, and he bunts for a knock, and now they have to deal with him on the base pass.
And here's Jose Peraza. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Matt, I'm looking to see if Sin-Soo Choo can turn it around. Look, they need his power to come back. There's no other way to say it. He has 0 home runs last month, and he hits in the middle of the order. They expect big things from him, and so am I. This team will not go anywhere unless he starts to get hot.
Now batting, Joey Votto. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll get back in safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 0-1 on its way.
Nope.
And that misses 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Hamilton, base runner at first with 1 out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He'll start this one at 274. 15 long balls and 38 runs batted in. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Grounded to third. A play at the plate, and not in time as the run scores. So digging in now, Scooter Gennett. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. First offering on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball in off the plate. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Struck him out.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Shin-Soo Choo, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers, 26 RBIs. Ready with the 0-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 0-2 pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Reds will be forced to settle for just a 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Reds lead this one 1-0. Luis Castillo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
So striding in, David Peralta. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
The 1-2. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Escobar. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is off the corner and low. Ball one. Escobar, a Venezuelan-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. One down. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
Now in the box, Paul Goldschmidt. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. After it is Hamilton. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets two bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
So coming to the plate, Jake Lamb. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
The 1-0 home. There's a low changeup that's laid off.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2-0 count, the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away. In now, A.J. Pollock. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. This year against right-handed pitching, Pollock has a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Chu on the run. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Skied into very shallow right. Under it now is Chu, and he will put it away to end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. On to the second inning here in the desert, all tied at 1-1. Now to the plate, Adam Duvall. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Adam Duvall.
First pitch on its way, and this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. The pitcher, Luis Castillo, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch coming, here it is. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
Here comes the 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Lamb might try to make a play on it. One and two, the count to Billy Hamilton.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Duvall on third with two out. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Reds leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Striding in, Nick Ahmed. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Nick Ahmed.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses, ball one. Ahmed is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
The 1-1 is a slider taken for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, let's focus our attention on center fielder Billy Hamilton. A pitcher's dream out there covering gap to gap. He makes the extraordinary play look routine. Seriously, probably the best range of any center fielder in the game.
Standing in, Gerard Dyson. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. The 1-2. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Clay Buchholz. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Here's the 2-1 home. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Striding in once again, David Peralta. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 lifted the other way to left center, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. And here's Jose Peraza as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Hit out towards second. Escobar moving to his right. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. In is Joey Votto now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Now another 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Third baseman number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Digging in to try it again. Eugenio Suarez reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
0-1. Here it comes. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Eduardo Escobar standing in. 0-1 here in the early going.
Second baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up around the face. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
That one's in there. 3-1. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Hit out towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. At the plate, Scooter Gennett. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Fouled away. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Skied into straightaway right. Dyson's there. Makes the play, one away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. At the plate, Shin-Soo Choo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 now to Choo. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. Choo stands at first with 1 out. 2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
The 2-1. This is foul right side. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at. And if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. On its tailor-made to short. 6. Ahmed has it. The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it. But that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out. So that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
He's set. Here it comes. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Dyson's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. On to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 1-1. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. A.J. Pollock earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. bouncer up the middle. Peraza over to his left, and there's one down now.
The catcher, number 5, Alex Avila.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty, one man out. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Nick Ahmed comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Popped him up. Peraza onto the grass, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. So here now is the pitcher, Luis Castillo. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
He's set, and the pitch. In there, 0-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Billy Hamilton. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Hamilton averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. 1 strike offering now to Hamilton. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Nope.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Jose Peraza is on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
Ready once again, Jose Peraza. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the stretch, and that's in there for a strike. Hit in the air to center field. Pollock has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Here's Gerard Dyson looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Clay Buchholz. He drew a walk his first time up. On its way is pitch number 75. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. One run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Here's another 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that. But most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, David Peralta. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Popped him up. Votto is under it, and that retires the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Digging in once again, Joey Votto, and he'll lead things off in the Cincinnati 6th.
Joey Votto.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Hey! 1-2 now. It just catches the outer half.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
One and two, here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Three-two pitch. Hit out towards second. Escobar comes up with it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Third baseman number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball to third. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way, and this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 2-0. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Line toward the gap in left center. Holler is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Score remains tied 1-1. Into the box, Eduardo Escobar will start things off for the Diamondbacks, with Paul Goldschmidt set to follow next. First pitch coming, here it is. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
One and one, here it comes. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Ball
3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Digging in, Paul Goldschmidt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. Into the pool area and gone. Two-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it gives the Diamondbacks a 3-1 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Wandy Peralta takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 53, Wandy Peralta. Now batting, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Base is empty here with nobody out. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, A.J.
Ready now, A.J. Pollock. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Here's one for Jeanette, the second baseman. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The catcher, number 5, Alex Avila.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Pitch on its way to Avila. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. A 1 pitch on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
This is on the ground over to first. On to the bag with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now 3-1 Arizona. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Settling in now, Shin-Soo Choo. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
No strike.
Two and 1 now. The 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. To his right, Escobar. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The left fielder, number 23, Adam Duvall.
Stepping in, Adam Duvall. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And he got him.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Michael Lorenzen will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jesse Winker is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 33.
Ready for another chance? Nick Ahmed. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
2 straight.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, but it bends just foul into the second deck. High in the air out towards shallow right. Under it now is Chu, and he'll put it away for the first out.
The right fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Here's Gerard Dyson. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. The pitch. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 1. 2 balls and a strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1. Count even at 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit in the air to shallow center. Hamilton on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Clay Buckle.
Daniel Descalso will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Daniel Descalso.
And looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's 1 for 4. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here it comes, 0-2. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, one thing's for certain, that makes the manager look like a genius right there. He calls on him to pinch hit, hoping for any kind of spark, and he gives him a little bit more than that, blasting a double that almost leaves the ballpark. Big innings often start with beginnings like this.
Into the box now, David Peralta, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. Two out here and a runner at second. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Winker has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Archie Bradley will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Archie Bradley.
Stepping in, Jesse Winker, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. He was great all night long.
Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's got a 3-for-7 line. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. And here's Jose Peraza. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-2 is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Score holds. It's 3-1. David Hernandez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
David Hernandez.
Now at the plate, Eduardo Escobar to start things off for the Diamondbacks, with Paul Goldschmidt set to follow next.
Eduardo Escobar.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Career numbers with David Hernandez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Escobar gets his lead at first, nobody out. No, 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. And this one gets away. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
The 3-0. And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Digging in, Jake Lamb. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. Throw to third, and he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he will take strike 3 called as those runners stay put at second and third, and there's one away now.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping up to the plate, A.J. Pollock. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
So striding forward now, Alex Avila. Career numbers with David Hernandez. He's just 1 for 6. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. With runners in scoring position this season, Avila is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And it's a 4-1 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Oh, 2 pitches, a curveball that misses. 1-2. The 1-2. In the air to straightaway center field. Hamilton is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. So add one more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gerard Dyson. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Pollard at second. Avila at first. 2 out in the inning. High pop-up. Jeanette is there for it. And that retires the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 9th inning coming up. D-backs out in front, 5-1. In is Joey Votto now. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. 2 hits in 7 tries. He also has 1 home run. T.J. McFarland comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
T.J. McFarland.
Here's the first pitch to him. Little dribbler up the first baseline, but it's foul. Strike 1. Scorched to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
I want to remind you folks that coming up after the ball game, comprehensive highlights from the contest tonight as we look back on all the action right here on the show.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Pitch on the way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 1-2. Still 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Standing in now, Scooter Gennett, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
A two-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And they'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Arizona rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Clay Buchholz earns his first win of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks. 5 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Reds, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 2 hours and 46 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street station.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 5-1. It was their 5th straight victory. The Giants put together 10 total hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 2-0. The Phillies totaled 13 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 7-1. The Miami Marlins picked up 14 hits in total as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 9-5. The New York Mets got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-4. The Milwaukee Brewers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 8-5. Kevin Segrist collected win number 2 on the year as the Pirates got a win over the Cubs 5-4. Tyler Clippard grabbed his 2nd win of the year, leading the Blue Jays to a win over the Red Sox 3-2. The Yankees amassed an impressive 6 home runs in the game as they blasted the Astros 10-4. Trey Turner made history by hitting for the cycle as the Nationals took down the Orioles 5-1. He currently leads the National League in triples. The Cleveland Indians had 12 hits as a team as they dismantled the White Sox 6-0. Victor Martinez dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as the Tigers disposed of the Angels 10-1. Brian Dozier really cashed in at the dish with 3 hits and 6 RBIs, leading Minnesota past the Royals 10-2. The Rays halted their 6-game losing streak as they defeated the A's in Oakland 7-5. Wade LeBlanc collected win number 3 this year, helping Seattle take care of the Rangers 4-2. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.